Hi guys, it's Elisa or the Diamond Stitcher as I go by on YouTube and Instagram. Hello, good morning or good afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope you're having a wonderful one. If you're new to my channel, first off, welcome. I'm happy you found me. I hope you would consider subscribing and stick around for all things diamond painting. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. Today I have something new. I have an Oraloa new release roundup. Now these releases actually released yesterday, December 16th. I was not feeling very well yesterday, so I was not able to get it filmed, but I thought it would still be good to get it up and talk about the new releases that they had coming this week. They don't seem to do releases every single week. It kind of looks like it's bi-weekly right now. They will release their previews on social media just like other companies, and then they do their release on Mondays at 7 p.m. French time, which I believe translates to 10 a.m. Pacific time if I've done the calculations correctly. Without further ado, let's just jump right in and see what Oraloa has to offer this week. So here we are on Oraloa's business page. So this is on Facebook. All you have to do is search Oraloa and look for this profile. It has this profile picture here, and this is the cover photo right now. It says Oraloa. They also have their own kind of VIP group, which I'll show you at the end. It's different from the business page. So the business page is just where they give you the previews, just like other companies, on the releases that are coming. So I'm going to try and scroll back. I think there were 4 releases, or was there 5? That was a release. When did this one release? December 12th, December 15th. So I believe it started here this week, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I talked about that one before. So this one actually is beautiful. When I saw the preview of this, my jaw dropped because once we look at the rendering, you'll see how good it is. So I'm going to do the same thing that I do with other roundups. This one says, fall in love with the unique charm of Faces of Nature, a creation by Sheena Pike. Oh, that's awesome. A captivating piece blending the beauty of nature with artistic imagination and perfect harmony. The dimensions are 75 by 53.4 centimeters or 29.53 by 21.02 inches. It is going to be in a square version. It doesn't tell us the amount of colors or specials, but let's look at the original artwork here. Actually, if I pull it up on the website, it might tell us the specials. Beautiful original artwork. I didn't realize it was a Sheena Pike. Absolutely beautiful colors. Anytime there's purples and pinks in a painting, I just love it. I love it with the greens and the blues. Let's look at the rendering. I think they did a phenomenal job on the rendering of this one. There are tons of detail in this image, and it is in a kind of compact size. It's a reasonable size. That's the one thing I noticed at Oraloa. A lot of their paintings are reasonable sizes, meaning you can work on them pretty comfortably on most diamond painting spaces. Now, this one is probably going to have some confetti. I do think it has some hand charting in it. So Oraloa started introducing hand charting into their kits at the beginning of 2024, and we've seen it kind of be phased into some kits. Now, I can tell there's been some hand charting in the butterflies. There's been some in the toucan's beak. The leopard itself looks a little bit more like confetti because you can see a really soft rendering down here. So there's going to be a lot of confetti in that kind of area. They may have touched up his eyes and his nose just to be a little bit more defined. I think the bird has some hand charting in him, just the way that the diamonds look and the way that the colors are sitting. It looks like he's got some hand charting. So I definitely think this will be a mix of confetti and some multi-placing. I'm not going to say color blocking because there are a lot of colors in this kit. You can just see it. It's going to keep you busy. You're not going to get bored. And I'm actually thinking of picking this one up, to be honest. I love the colors. I like Sheena Pike. I like this kind of artwork from her. The purples, the pinks, the blues, the greens. The colors are really vibrant. I think it's going to look very beautiful as a finished diamond painting. So I'm just checking on the website here. It has 81 colors, you guys. I thought it would have a lot of colors. So that is tons, and 4 ABs. So AB wise, I mean, there are a lot of options where they could put it. There are these little like yellow kind of dots or sparkles kind of going out. That would look cool if they put an AB in there. I bet you they have an AB in the bird. I'm thinking yellow, but it could be the blue. The blue in the butterflies would look cool with some AB in it. The toucan down here as well. I just love this painting. I love all of the elements. I love all of the colors, and I think they did an amazing job rendering this one. I really think this is going to be a beautiful diamond painting once it is finished. Let's look at the next one here. This image here, which means it looks like they might offer it in 2 different shapes. Yes, they do. That's cool. So let's read first. Step into an enchanted world with the stunning Fille de la Nature kit by artist Vanny Offrey, a masterpiece where magic and nature come together to create a captivating experience. It's 45 by 45 centimeters or 17.72 by 17.72 inches. They are going to offer it in both round and square. Now, if you do go onto their website, they are a French-based company, so sometimes it doesn't translate into English. It will say round or carré. I'm probably not saying that right, but that means as square, just so you guys know. It's going to have 65 colors and 3 ABs in the round diamond painting kit, and it's going to have 65 colors and 4 ABs in the square. I'm interested why there is one more in the square. There really shouldn't be a difference in the amount of special diamonds. Really, when you're going from a round to a square, it really should just be the size sometimes that is different, but in this case it is not different either. So let's look at the original artwork here. Here we go. So I can tell that this one has, now they don't say, I think this is going to be the square rendering. On their website they show the square rendering first, and on their website they actually do have a kind of logo on it that says square or round. So I think this one is the square. Yeah, that one is the round. So this one is the square one. Beautiful. I think there's lots of hand charting in this one, in the leaves, in the hair, in her face. You can tell how it's intentionally charted like that. So I think this one will have lots of multi-placing ability. That is the square one, as I said, and there's 3 ABs. Her hair would look really pretty if there were some ABs, and some of the greenery. There's a few different colors of greenery. I think the lighter color green, and they even have some blue down here. I wonder if they would fit a few ABs in that pretty blue down there. But I am curious why the round one has 1 extra AB. I don't think it really should. That's just my opinion, though. It should be identical. So I'm not sure quite where they would put the other one. I'm just going back and forth just to see the fine differences. So you can see it in her facial expression, like her lips mostly. Just a tiny bit different. Not enough to really notice it. I bet you if you had them side by side, they'd look nearly identical. And again, that's just because round diamonds are a tiny bit bigger at 2.8 millimeters and squares are 2.5. So when you have a diamond painting of the same size in both shapes, it's going to look a tiny bit different. But I think it looks good. It's nice to have the option for this kit, which diamond shape. I think it would look good in rounds too, to be honest. It's not a suit. I mean, there is detail in the leaves and that, but like as far as she goes, her face and all of that, there's not too much detail, so round diamonds would still look really good. So it's just a matter of which one you prefer. I think both will look very pretty. Next up, we've got this artwork here. I really like this one as well. This one says, dive into the cozy and enchanting world of Bookshop, a poetic masterpiece by Maria Chetkareva. The design captures warmth of a vintage bookstore where every detail tells a story. It is going to measure 57 by 80 centimeters or 24.44 by 31.5 inches, so it is on the taller side of things. It is going to be offered in square diamonds only. There are 68 colors and 6 ABs. Let's look at that original artwork. Love the colors in here. I love that turquoisey color. I see lots of purples. I see pinks. I like how the book and her shoes match. Little puppy down here looks like a corgi, I believe. There is that rendering. So this one, I'm going to say, is probably mostly computer charted, and you can tell because of the very soft rendering. I know it's a little bit hard to see with their watermarks over it, but if you zoom in, like there's a lot of confetti in here. They did hand chart the writing on this chalkboard here, so you could kind of tell what it says, but yeah, there's a lot of confetti in this one. Much softer rendering. Computer rendering, one, is easier, and two, it offers a softer rendering, so you don't usually see crisp lines like you did with the other image. This one is a lot softer. You'll see a lot more confetti in computer rendered images as well. One is not really better than the other. It's just a matter of preference. I personally prefer hand charting in my kits, but I have friends who prefer all of this confetti. So it is a matter of preference, and I mean, they do turn out good no matter which kind it is. It is just your preference, that's all. So this one is going to have a lot of of confetti. They also did some hand charting in the like the number up here and the bookshop cafe here and over here as well. As far as where the ABs, there's 6 ABs. I'm not quite sure because when you have computer charting, your ABs are not intentionally charted usually. They may have gone in and intentionally charted the ABs. I'm not sure. But usually if it's 100% computer charted, you're going to have just AB sprinkled everywhere. It's not going to have a rhyme or a reason. So I'm assuming we'll see some ABs in the flower pots in here. I mean, pink is a pretty color to put in AB. We've got lots of green in the plants. Yeah, I think it's just going to be sprinkled in. It would be cool if they did the, what do you call, why is my mind not working this morning? The Bookshop Cafe, the title up here in an AB, just something different, make it stand out a little bit more. But yeah, I think it's just going to be sprinkled in kind of everywhere. Next up, we have this one here. This one is another cute image. Let me just expand that. Okay, where does it start? Immerse yourself in the majestic world of The Very Few, a spectacular creation by Shim Schimmel. This masterpiece celebrates the beauty of our planet with a perfect blend of nature and art, ideal for brightening your creative moments. It is going to measure 39.2 by 60 centimeters or 15.43 by 23.62 centimeters, so it's actually not terribly big. It is going to be in just square diamonds. There's going to be 56 colors and 4 ABs. Let's look at the original artwork there. There we go. Beautiful. We've got 2 cubs on either side of the world there, the sun up there, and the sky looks very beautiful as well. There is that rendering. I think it turned out pretty good. It is hard to render animal fur. I gather that. I mean, I have not rendered animals before myself, but it is, I think, difficult to get the different shading in their hair so you can see the different levels and depth and make it so that like the outline is not all just flat, right? You want to have some of the hair out there. So I think they did a pretty good job. This one up top, the white one, looks really good with the different shading and colors that they did. The one down here, it looks fairly good as well. I prefer the one up here. It just, I don't know, this one just looks a little bit different to me in terms of the original artwork, but I think it's just the different colors they have to work with, and of course there's an Oraloa mark right over it, so it's kind of distorting the look of it, but this one is a lot easier to see. The sun is up there. I think this kit also has a lot of confetti there. I mean, I can tell that you can multi-place with like a 4 or 5 placer. The background looks like it's probably all 310, but then you got all of these stars here in different colors. I can't really tell if they've done hand charting in the fur. It kind of looks like they might have because the way it's blended, I see areas where it looks like you can multi-place. So usually with computer rendering, you have like single placing confetti everywhere, but it does look like they've intentionally charted some of these colors. So I think that is nice. We've got some color blocking in the earth there as well. And then lots of stars. I like how they rendered the sky. I think it looks so close to the original artwork when you look at that. Absolutely beautiful. And then, yeah, the animals and the earth as well looks pretty close to that original artwork. And that's what you want as a company. You want your renderings to look as close to that original artwork as possible. Next up, we've got this landscape here. So this one says, set sail for a legendary adventure with Mississippi Queen, a breathtaking masterpiece by Dominique Davidson. Explore a majestic landscape where the river meets the sky, creating a scene of timeless beauty. It measures 80 by 57 centimeters or 31.5 by 22.44 inches, so a bit on the bigger side. And it is also going to be in square diamonds. It is going to have 64 colors, including 6 AB diamonds. Here is that original artwork. They're absolutely beautiful. That sky is just gorgeous. I love the colors in the sky. I love these 2 little birds down here, all of the flowers down there. Let's look at the rendering. That looks beautiful. Now, I do like going back and forth a couple of times just to look at different elements in the painting. The sky is definitely my favorite part. Yeah, the sky is definitely my favorite part. I think they did an amazing job on that. There is so much detail in this boat. I think they did a good job. It is really hard to get it to look just like that original artwork. You got all of these railings up here, but I think, as I said, it's a good job. The tree looks really beautiful. The leaves look absolutely beautiful. The birds down here are pretty. You can tell that they are birds. And then they've maintained the detail in the flowers, which is really nice to see. I wouldn't be surprised if we have some pink and yellow ABs in the sky. I think that would be a beautiful place to have them. The leaves in the tree would look really beautiful with some different AB colors. I think we see greens, oranges, and yellows in there. Then, of course, the flowers down here, of course, would look good with some ABs. I see reds and oranges and yellows, even some pinks in there. Beautiful job. I think you can even see like the sun. I'm going to say it's probably a sun. Is it a sunrise? I can't tell. Probably a sunrise. Those colors are usually in the morning, aren't they? But the way that the light reflects off of the tree, the way that they've rendered that, they've done a really good job on that too. This one is going to be a confetti heavy painting. I don't know if they have much hand charting in here. I mean, I think they hand charted the yacht for sure. The water looks like it's been hand charted, touched up. So I think it is a mix in this one. But yeah, because it is a landscape, you are going to have a lot more confetti versus multi-placing. But I know the water, like if we zoom in, it's a lot of line blocking. So you'll be able to multi-place that one pretty quickly. And I believe that is it for this week's releases at Oraloa. Let me know which images caught your eye. Did you pick anything up already? Or are you adding something to your wish list? Or are you going to go purchase now? My favorite for this week has to be the Sheena Pike. Let's get to it here. This image, I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's going to be a gorgeous diamond painting. It's definitely going on my wish list to purchase. Again, all of the releases I spoke about today were already released yesterday, which was Monday, as it says down here. So their official releases are on Mondays at 7 p.m. French time, 1 a.m. Atlantic time. I believe if I did it correctly, it translates to 10 a.m. Pacific time. I could be wrong though, because now I'm looking up the Atlantic time conversion and it says 9 p.m. Pacific, so I don't know. I did send a message to them to confirm what it is in Pacific, because if I look up 7 p.m. French time, it gives me 10 a.m. Pacific, but if I look 1 a.m. Atlantic time, it gives me 9 p.m. Pacific. So all I know is their releases come out on Monday. It's not the kind of company where you need to, purchase very quickly. They always have lots of stock, which is nice to see. Now, if you didn't know, they are based in France, but they do have a warehouse in Quebec. So if you are in Canada, your painting should ship from the Quebec warehouse. I believe if you are in the USA, they also ship from the Quebec warehouse, if I am not mistaken. I have ordered it quite a few times from Oraloa. Their boxes come really nice. It comes in their diamond painting box, in a second box. It always arrives in pristine condition. Probably takes, I don't follow my tracking really closely, but whenever I've placed an order, I believe it gets here within 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. They are the kind that has the stock in their warehouse when they post for sale, so you're not waiting many months for your diamond painting to come, which is another benefit. You're also supporting legally licensed artwork and a company that is based partly in Canada, which is really nice to see. That means that we don't have to pay any extra customs or duties or charges like that on our diamond painting purchases, so that makes it extra special as well. Be sure to follow their business page here, so all you have to do is click this like button. I'm already following it, so that's why it says liked. And then I was going to pull up their group, so give me a second here. So this is their community-based Facebook group. It's called Oraloa Tiki Group. Now, I'm not 100% certain if you have to have made your first purchase before they let you in or not. Sometimes when you have these kind of business VIP groups, they do like you to make your first purchase before you do join, but it is a great resource like any other company. It's just a great community of talking about everything Oraloa, sharing your progress, asking questions, getting information on new releases and all that kind of thing. It's a nice little community. It's respectful and welcoming. If you made it to the end of this little video, leave me a Christmas emoji. Why not? They have their little characters up here dressed in Christmas hats, so leave me a Christmas emoji or holiday emoji if you do not celebrate Christmas. If you're new here and you haven't yet subscribed, I would absolutely love to have you. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. It is absolutely free to do so. You can also hit the notification bell to be notified every time I post a new video. I still have channel memberships open if anybody is interested. There is always a link to join in the video description. You sign up for a month at a time, so you can cancel anytime you like. We've just created a nice closer knit community there, and I share a little bit more updates on my life as well. I also offer a Facebook group chat that is quite active and live streams every now and again. I will have the links for the Oraloa website in my video description down below. Again, let me know what you picked up if you did anything or what's added to your wish list. Let me know your thoughts on some of the releases as well. I always like hearing from you guys too. And with all of that being said, I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye!